Hey everybody, BTMD 1998 here. We're here for our WWE 2014 report card. I actually got the idea from Sean's View. Go subscribe to his channel. He is an awesome YouTuber. Gets all the news and up-to-date news for WWE. Um, just yeah, go subscribe to him. And look at some of his rumors that we got. It's pretty cool. But let's start. Raw on the USA Network. Sean's View gave it a C minus. I was being generous and gave it a B minus. So Phil, what do you think Raw got in 2014?
You're just talking about every single Raw this year?
Every Raw.
Okay. You know what? I'm not being, generous here. I'm actually giving this, my actual review for every Raw this year. A B minus. B minus.
B minus.
Raw has lit it up this year. Especially when it came to WrestleMania season, for WrestleMania 30. It's been a great show.
Yeah.
And that's why it's number one for most episodic TV shows.
Yeah.
In history.
SmackDown on Sci-Fi. Sean's View gave it a C minus. I also gave it a C minus. I just don't think SmackDown drew me in. It hasn't drawn me in really in the past 2 years. So SmackDown gets a C minus from me. And even I thought that was pretty generous for how SmackDown hasn't been able to draw people in. It's pretty much a second-rate show.
I gave it a C. You're right. It hasn't been what it once used to be. I mean, when SmackDown first came on, it was one of the greatest with Monday Night Raw, and I'm even surprised that's actually number 2, just behind Monday Night Raw. I'm surprised because I don't even know how. Because it just hasn't performed for me, and with that, it just wasn't a good year for SmackDown, in my mind.
Storylines and angles with rivalries and all that. Sean's View gave it a C plus. I also gave it a C plus. Phil, your take on giving storylines and angles this year?
Now, before I give my grade to you, I just want to ask you, why C plus?
I don't think Roman Reigns, him getting hurt ruined for Seth Rollins, ruined a lot of it. Brock Lesnar and Undertaker, that just being a month didn't really work. The Shield and Wyatt family, I think that should have went on a little longer, not just a month. It was just hard to keep up with all the storylines and angles going on with that. And I think Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins, I probably would have given this a C minus if Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins didn't emerge out. Because that was the best rivalry out of everything.
Alright. That's actually really fair. I mean, I gave storylines and angles, it was hard for me, but I gave it a C plus. I mean, I know it's the same grade that you got, but, I mean, what happened was, you're right. With all of these storylines happening, it was almost too hard for me to catch up. And with things going back and forth, it was almost too hard to keep track.
Yeah.
And when Roman Reigns got injured, that storyline almost went out the window. And then
Randy Orton getting hurt, or not
Randy
getting hurt,
Orton.
not getting hurt, but like having to go film a movie. But I mean,
it was just too hard to catch up with. And I mean, it sucks because WWE, like for the past couple of months, has been great. It's been amazing.
Yeah.
But the reason why I only give this a C plus is because of not just this past couple of months, but back in like January and February and all that stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
That's why I give that.
All right. For the WWE creative team for WWE, Sean's View gave it a C minus. I am giving it a C. The reason I'm giving it a C is because I know the creative team has done a lot of things, but it's the same thing with storylines and angles. And I think they could have done a lot better. Storylines and angles, that's all the superstars. The superstars have to give that. The creative team, they have to create the angles for the superstars. So that's why I gave the superstars the edge, because they can't do anything about their storylines. That's all the creative team. So I gave the creative team a C in their work ethic and trying to do stuff for the fans here in WWE. I just don't think they've been giving the fans what they want. They haven't been giving them what the universe wants, and they haven't done that in the majority of 2014. I mean, I don't know. I just wasn't impressed with the creative team this year.
The creative team, in my mind, is honestly... I'm on my computer.
Huh?
I'm on my computer.
Why?
Because, sorry about this, guys, again.
You're gonna break it.
I'm not gonna break it. I'm on WWE.com.
You're gonna break it.
Okay, sure.
You're gonna break it. So did you ever get your thing to work?
It works. I haven't done any videos yet, though, because...
We're doing this.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah. Again.
This meeting has been brought to you by Big Phil and Little Phil.
Yes. And it's a WWE Report Card. Dad, what's wrong with the report card?
I would love to see your dad's face right now.
Go home. Go downstairs. Go downstairs to your real home.
Okay.
You bald-headed you.
Okay. The creative team, Phil, what were you going to say?
The creative team, in my mind, has been the weakest point in WWE. Now, what I mean by that is that we have all these great superstars, and Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, Bray Wyatt, all these great superstars. And what's the creative team doing? They've been making these. I'm not gonna say bad, because it hasn't been bad enough where I'd give it like a D or an F. I'm giving it a C minus.
Wow.
It's close to a D, but I'm giving it a C minus. Now, they've been giving me storylines that are just not good, and they have not given what the WWE fans want. Now, do I want them to just fire the whole entire creative team and create a whole new one? No. They can get better. But they just need to prove that they can get better by getting better storylines together.
Yeah.
That's my mind.
Alright. For WWE pay-per-views, all-around WWE pay-per-views, Sean's View gave it a B minus. I gave it a C plus because I wasn't attracted a lot to these WWE pay-per-views. Even though some of the matches in these were really, really good. A lot of the times the matches that were really, really good in the match of the night were not the main event. That's the problem. The main event did not attract and did not live up to the hype because they were getting outshined by the undercard, which one match in the undercard cannot save the pay-per-view. The main event, if that's the only good match, the main event, that can save the pay-per-view because, okay, the main event is supposed to be the best match on the card, and that just hasn't been the case. The main events sometimes were not entertaining at all. I mean, I think SummerSlam was not an entertaining pay-per-view for one reason, because John Cena and Brock Lesnar was such a dominating match in one side. And I understand the storyline. You want Brock Lesnar to be dominant, so then John Cena could go into Night of Champions, prove that he can defeat Brock Lesnar, or at least be right there to defeat Brock Lesnar to lead into a match at Royal Rumble. I understand the storyline, but that's not what the WWE Universe wants. They want that main event spot to be the best match on the card, and Brock Lesnar and John Cena was not that entertaining. The ladder match at Money in the Bank, the WWE Championship ladder match, that was not the most entertaining match. To me, the best match on the card were the Usos versus the Wyatt families, Luke Harper and Eric Rowan. That was the best match on the card, not the two ladder matches. And if the best ladder match was not the WWE World Heavyweight Title ladder match, it was the Money in the Bank, because it had all these high-flying guys doing this ladder match, which is a problem. I didn't like it one bit. I was in the Fatal 4-Way between Roman Reigns, Kane, and John Cena and Randy Orton. The Fatal 4-Way at Battleground. That was not an entertaining match, so that's why I'm giving it a C+. And I think I was even being very, very kind there. I probably would have given it a C if the Survivor Series match and the Payback match between the Evolution and the Shield and Team Cena versus Team Authority didn't basically save the whole thing. I probably would have given it a C.
I'm giving all the pay-per-views all together a C+. Rumble. I mean, Batista. Woohoo.
Whoa.
Elimination Chamber.
Yep.
I don't even know what happened at Elimination Chamber.
Nope. Nobody
That's
cares.
how bad it was.
Nobody cares.
WrestleMania. I mean, yes, Daniel Bryan wins the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
It was predictable.
Goes over the Authority, woohoo, but then pretty much lost it the night after when he gets injured. Extreme Rules and Payback. Best matches on the card, Evolution and the Shield. There you go. Money in the Bank. Seth Rollins wins Money in the Bank. Again, woohoo. You're not future of WWE. Battleground. Like you said, the Fatal 4-Way, not that impressive to me. Had all great guys, except for King, but didn't really perform.
Except for Kane, I mean.
Kane, I don't think he just has anyone. I just said Battleground. SummerSlam. Dominating for Brock Lesnar, which I called, but it still wasn't impressive to me. I mean, it was impressive, don't get me wrong. Brock Lesnar, I'm not saying that you're not impressive. You beat the guy with 16 suplexes and that was it. It's impressive, but the pay-per-view overall was not impressive. Night of Champions. John Cena had been beat. And then, there goes Seth Rollins. Hell in a Cell. Great match between Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins, but that was really only it. Survivor Series, we all know how Survivor Series went.
That was a badass
TLC,
pay-per-view.
Great,
That was a badass pay-per-view.
great pay-per-view. The two best pay-per-views of the year, and I'm doing it right now.
We're at the end of the year. Survivor Series and TLC.
Survivor Series. Number 2, TLC. That's it. And now Royal Rumble. I mean, it's been a great year for WWE, just not in the pay-per-views.
Yeah.
That's why I gave it a C+. I'm sorry I had to run through all the pay-per-views like that, but I just wanted to give my mind on all of them.
Make your point. We got time. We got 2.5 hours till the pre-show.
That's true. So.
Make your point.
I mean, I gave it a C plus. I mean, you guys can get better. Don't think that WWE is gonna go down the drain. It won't if they get better storylines for the better pay-per-views. And that's my take on it.
All right, the WWE Network for just $9.99, the value of $9.99. Sean's View gave it a B plus. The way that the WWE Network started out, which was god awful. It
It started in February.
was hard, god awful. If it didn't turn around, if it didn't turn around by the end of the year, I probably would have given it a D minus or an F. It was that bad, but it did, so I'm bumping it up to a B.
I gave it a B too. I mean, I'm not talking about. Now, with my rating, I wasn't talking about all the freezing and all the skipping back and forth and all that. I'm talking about the content. Now, if you're talking about the content, hell, you probably should have given it an A plus because everything is on here.
Yeah.
But I'm giving this a B. I'm giving this a B minus. That I think that's what I said from before. I'm giving this a B minus because, I mean, yes, it has all this great content and everything, but don't think that WWE Network is flawless, because it sometimes is not. It's not totally flawless just yet. With my connection and everything, I mean, I'm close to the router at home, but I still sometimes experience with some skipping and glitching and freezing, where I have to actually back out of a pay-per-view, then go right back in.
Yep.
I sometimes have that problem. I don't know if you do.
I do.
But, I mean, I still have that problem. It's not totally flawless. That's why I gave it a B minus. But I'm giving it a B minus because it has such a great value and such a great load of content. So, there you go.
All right. The importance of championships. Now, let's run down some of these championships.
I'm gonna run down
because
good
heaven on earth. Sean, you gave it a C plus, and God, I thought that was him being completely fair to the WWE for the championship. Let's run down the championships.
I'm gonna run down every single title because
the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. That is the number one. I mean, we all have that established. The Intercontinental Championship, is that a platform for anybody right now? Because it seems like this is where superstars go. They go into the World Championship platform and then they go to Intercontinental. The way it used to be 10 years ago when WWE was in the Attitude Era, they used to go to the Intercontinental Championship, and that used to be a platform to make them go to be a world champion. That's what happened. And that's why WWE succeeded with guys like The Rock, guys like The Undertaker, guys like Bret Hart, guys like Shawn Michaels, guys like Stone Cold Steve Austin. All those guys were Intercontinental Champions at one time or another. The United States Championship, it has absolutely no purpose. I was saying put the title on Rusev, and it hasn't done anything. So, you know what? Scrap the United States Championship. I'm done with it. I'm done. I'm done. The Tag Team Championship, that has absolutely no purpose to it right now. I'm sorry. I don't care how many good tag teams are in the tag team division. There are not a lot. There were in the Attitude Era, which is probably the best era in WWE, the Attitude Era. Had 6 or 7 tag teams. The WWE has probably 4 right now. 4 good ones that people care about. That is the problem. So I'm giving this...
Los Matadores, boo-hoo.
I'm giving...
Los Matadores, boo-hoo.
Yeah. I'm giving the importance of championships for God help me for what I do here. Lord have mercy. This is getting a D. A D. Because it has no purpose. The WWE World Heavyweight Championship doesn't mean anything anymore because Brock Lesnar hasn't defended it since, what, Night of Champions? I mean, we're waiting. Hey, stupid big boy Lesnar. We're waiting for you for 4 months. We're waiting. Where are you? It's a D. I'm sorry. It has no purpose right now. The United States Championship, I'm done. I'm done with that title. Get rid of it. It makes no sense. I have it. One bit. It doesn't have any purpose. I'm sick and tired of it.
I'm gonna give my now since we have
go all day. All day. We have all day. We have 2 hours and 20 minutes right now. Go all day. I don't care.
I am going to do every single title.
Go.
WWE Tag Team title. D. Because, like you said, 4 teams. Miz and Mizdow, boo-hoo. Los Matadors, boo-hoo. Usos, yay. And,
who was in the...
That's it.
That's it. No, there's one more. Golden Stardust.
They're weird as hell. Like, they're weirder than me.
Oh
And
yeah.
I'm weird.
Oh yeah.
So, you got 4 tag teams. I'm done.
Alright.
United States Championship. F.
F. Straight up F.
F. And if there was a grade called F minus, I'd give it that. Because I just can't. It has no purpose.
No, it doesn't.
And it's not now a title. Now
That is the best title right now. I swear to God, that's the best
it
champion.
honestly is. I gave it an A.
An A? I wouldn't have gone that far. I would have gone maybe B.
Really didn't give it an A, no. I was just trying to make a point here that it's like one of the best titles. I mean, I gave it a B because of who held it for the past couple of months
Ziggler.
and how the title has been defended.
Yeah.
No, WWE World Heavyweight title. This is supposed to be the best title in the WWE. This is supposed to be what everyone's fighting for. Whichever one is, don't get me wrong. It's just held by Brock Lesnar, who hasn't defended it in
4 months.
4 months. Thank you.
Usually this is how WWE works. You don't defend the WWE. You don't defend a title for 30 days. You get stripped of that title. That's how WWE works, right? Am I wrong?
No.
So why the hell is Brock Lesnar still champion?
I was asking you the same exact thing back in October. And then you said, oh, wait a minute, everything's going to happen at Royal Rumble.
I said Survivor Series because I thought, oh, well, he'll still benefit for Survivor Series. Next thing I know, I see Team Cena versus Team Authority. I was like, oh, good. I mean, this is great. Yippee!
But, I mean, yeah. I gave this a C.
I gave it that, too. Yep.
But, I mean, you gave it to a part-timer. You don't do that.
It's like when you gave The Rock the
only part-timer
championship.
that I would actually give it to is The Rock. And they did have it. And that's where the actual WWE Championship before the WWE World Heavyweight Championship came into play.
Yeah.
Because The Rock changed it to that title. And that's the only part-timer I'd actually give it to. So Brock, go back to UFC. I'm done. I can't. I can't. So that's my take on championships. Every single championship. But if I had to put every single one of them together, I'd probably give it a C+.
Yeah.
It's just plain and simple.
All right. Oh God. All right. Drawing factor. Good Lord have mercy on what I'm about to say here. Sean's View gave it a C+. I gave it a C minus. I'm not going to explain why because I'm going to be going on a 30-minute rant. Oh wait, I have that time. So let me do that right now. Let's go on that 30-minute rant. WWE has not been able to draw each other in. What's the number one draw factor in WWE in anything? Championships. The reason why championships haven't been drawing in because they don't mean crap. I'm just saying. The championships mean nothing. So therefore, there goes half your drawing factor because the championships mean absolutely nothing. So
now let's just say everything started at an A plus, right? Right there, the drawing factor with the championships. Right there, it would go down to a C minus in my book because they don't mean crap.
I'm just saying. Now, what's number two? Rivalries. Rivalries are drawing factors too. What did I say about the storylines and all? What was my thing? A C plus. C plus. Yeah, get a C plus. How the hell do y'all screw up rivalries? What the heck? All you gotta do is go out there and talk and make fun of somebody. How the hell do y'all screw up rivalries? How the heck does that happen?
What they do is try with the scripts and everything. They make them PG. They make them soft.
Yeah. This is PG.
WFT.
This is PG.
They make them
This
soft.
is PG. Exactly. Now we get to the primetime show, which is Raw. What did I give Raw? A B minus. You know why I gave it a B minus? Because it was entertaining. Now we get to the second rate show, which is SmackDown. I give that a C minus because it sucked. It sucks so bad because I hate it. You know why? Because it doesn't draw you in. I haven't watched SmackDown. I have not watched SmackDown in 2 years. I have not watched an episode of SmackDown in 2 years. That is how bad.
Launched in 2014 was the 15th anniversary of SmackDown.
Yeah.
And that even sucked.
Now, I want to get to your point, so go. And then I'm going to continue my point by starting out the actually, let's go to unpredictability. I'll let you do your drawing factor. Say your drawing factor, and I'll give it to you.
Okay.
Got my rant out. I'm good.
That would have honestly been my rate too, so whatever grade you gave it, I was probably going to give that same grade.
Okay. Let's go on predictability.
Predictability?
Unpredictability.
Oh, okay. I thought you said predictability, because if it was predictability, I'd give it an A plus.
A plus. A plus? Straight up? Alright. Sean's view gave unpredictability a C minus.
What? Okay.
You know what? There is one match that saved this unpredictability. One match. Brock Lesnar versus Undertaker at WrestleMania.
That was the one match.
Other than that, WWE's totally predictable.
Hey! With Brock Lesnar and John Cena, everyone thought it was gonna be John Cena, except me.
Oh, true. Okay, all right. So two matches. So I had a D plus. I may go up to a C minus. I probably would have had it a 69. Let's go to a 70. How about that? We'll make it a C minus. I'll go C minus too.
You wanna know why I gave it? Only two matches that actually saved this card. It was at an A plus before, right? Just starting everything at A plus. Every other matches, I gave it to a D plus. Then, I gave it to a D. Then, John Cena and Brock Lesnar, I predicted that. So, it went up a little bit. It was still in C range. It was probably at 74. But wasn't at C plus yet. And then and then Brock Lesnar and The Undertaker. That actually solid up, but I didn't think that predictability got what it was deserved, and right there on my scale, it actually got it to a B. So I'm like, no, wait a minute, that it does not deserve a B for unpredictability. So I gave it a C plus.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
these were the only two matches that were actually unpredictable, but somehow I did. So
Now, I'm not gonna say Sean's view on this one.
okay.
I'm gonna say mine. For WWE NXT,
Oh, okay.
good heaven on earth, I'm giving that a solid A plus.
Wow.
No 97, no 98, no 9. That is a solid 100 because of the effort, because it draws people in. I have not missed an NXT all year long. I am giving that show an A plus because it deserves it. Sean's View gave it an A plus. I'll tell you, Sean's View gave that an A plus, but I was giving it an A plus all year because you had Adrian Neville entertaining the hell out of fans, Sami Zayn entertaining the hell out of fans, The Ascension entertaining the hell out of fans, Bray Wyatt. What? What'd you say, Phil?
Overcame the odds.
Yep. Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family were there. The Shield was there. All these guys were there in NXT. I was so impressed with how the NXT works, and it's unbelievable. An A solid plus I'm giving NXT. Sean's View gave it an A plus. Phil, what do you give him?
I gave it an A plus too. I mean, with now I know we're going back a couple of categories here, but with storylines, they need those kind of storylines in WWE. But I don't think they can pull it off. Because with these young guys, and Adrian Neville and Sami Zayn, it actually looks like it's real.
Yeah.
Because with Sami Zayn and Adrian Neville for the NXT title, Sami Zayn, like, literally saying to him, if I can't beat you, I quit.
Yep.
If they had that in real WWE, that would actually give a lot of pop. But it's between these two young guys that have so much going for them in the future. It made it look like it was so real. And then when Sami Zayn actually overcame the odds and won the NXT Championship, that's it. That's what gave it to me right there. Because I'm like, you know, these guys put on a hell of a show, and I can't even believe that the actual WWE storyline writers are actually writing it over here, writing great storylines over here, but why can't they do it over here on Monday Night Raw and SmackDown?
Our Evolution blew TLC out of the water. I said it. I said it straight up the Raw preview after TLC. Our Evolution kicked its rear end up, Jack. Okay?
Our last question of that preview was which one was the best show?
Yeah.
TLC or Our Evolution? We both said Our Evolution because it's the truth.
You could not bet against it. It was that good. You know what? I'm good. I'm good now. Phil, any last words?
Now, we had all these different categories. We gave them a lot of grades. Most of them were bad.
Especially towards the end there.
But towards the end, it was getting better. But then again, the grade that actually got better was it's not even real actual WWE, it's NXT, the performance to get to WWE. Now,
The developmental area.
the developmental center with that.
Yeah.
Now, in my mind, WWE as a whole, I don't know if you actually want to get into that.
Oh, we'll get into that. We'll get into that. You know what? I will. I will get into that. Phil, what are you going to give WWE as a whole?
As a whole, now,
out of absolutely everything, and that includes NXT. That includes Raw, drawing factor. Out of everything we just talked about, what are you gonna give them?
WWE as a whole for 2014, I'm gonna give it a solid C.
That's what I give them too.
Because, I mean, we had that great NXT part, but all these others, between unpredictability, all the pay-per-views, and everything else that molds WWE together, it just hasn't been performing.
The problem is the best thing that was, besides NXT, the best thing was the WWE Network at a B.
Yeah.
And the WWE Network had nothing to do with WWE on television!
That has nothing to do with it at all. And yet,
The problem, I probably would have given it a B plus if they didn't say $9.99, 999 times they did it on every show.
I was watching the YouTube. I know we're still in this video, but I really want to get this out there because it is talking about just the price of $9.99. I was watching this video of a Monday Night Raw, and it was JBL actually had like the first time that JBL did the paper, like the back of his script, and it had in marker $9.99.
Yeah.
That time, that Raw, when they said $9.99 with that paper 99 thing, just throw out a number to me. How many times do you think they said it during that show? And that was one of the first shows they've actually did the $9.99 because it just came out like 2 months ago after that.
Do you know the answer?
Throw out any number.
Do you know the answer?
Oh yeah, I know the answer.
54?
You know, you're actually pretty close. You were 11 off, but it was 45 freaking times. 45 times they said $9.99, and it was for the WWE Network.
Yep.
So, you know what? You're probably right. You know, probably this entire year, they have probably said $9.99 about 999 times. Hell, I wouldn't even be surprised if they make it 1,000 here tonight on Monday Night Raw.
Oh, they will. They will. They will. Oh, yeah.
So let's just see if we can get to 1,000 999s. That's my take on it.
Alright.
45 times in one episode of Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd say this to Michael Cole because I'm a coal miner.
Oh, I'm a coal miner.
The $9.99, please, would you shut
The hell up! Alright, guys.
I love the WWE Network, but I hate how they did the pricing.
Yeah. I got you, homie. I got you, homie. Alright, guys. Thank you guys very much. I hope you guys have a good one. Please just try to enjoy Raw tonight. Thank you guys very much, and I hope you guys have a good one.